Hello. Hello. Hello, guys. Hey, Lion Worker. How are you? Here we are with a new version. Hi, Carlos González. Thanks, sounds good, says Lion Worker. Thanks. Yeah, here we are with the new version. Let me check the volume. Worker, thanks. Yeah, we have volume. We have the sound running, sounding good. Yeah, so MNodes new version available on Mario in the Wall, or if you already have MNodes, you can download for free. We're still in early access, but I think we are close to be on the first version. In this new version, we have this new node between other things that it wasn't fixed and improved. And yeah, right now we can use this Pendulum to generate nodes. So we can trigger nodes with that and change the velocity, the speed of the pendulum, move the nodes, or add more nodes, or remove nodes and move that nodes and create these beautiful patterns. And then this one can be controlled, so these triggers can be used to control any parameter in your patch. Hi, Stefano Ian project. Hello. So this is a patch that is I'm feeling that I'm clipping, my voice is clipping, I'm not sure. Let's, okay. Yeah, this patch is 100% made with MNodes, so there are no VST3s and other effects external of MNodes. This patch is new, so I'm going to upload this new project to the hub later, so you can get access from the library or from the hub when in a while. But yeah, you will have access to this patch directly and to all instruments and images and see how it's built. It's not too complicated, but there are a lot of nodes here. If you see, everything looks a bit complicated, but it is not complicated. It's just things repeated for each voice, but yeah. So I will upload this patch in the hub later. So you will have access to this, and then you will have access to this instrument, which is a new instrument that is here in a poly module. So in the module, I mean, and then you can use it in your projects to make music. So here we have that with, I'm going to remove everything, so what's that? Right now we just have this triggering a node, but this one is just changing the scale each time that is triggered. It changed the scale of the wall pendulums, and then we can add more nodes. I'm going to remove that. Let's add more. Of course, we can change the speed of, for example, let's see this here, or maybe we can start something from scratch like that. This is the node of the pendulum. We can change the speed. We can sync this with your DAW. You can make it linear or pendulum, like that. There is also this inertia to stop that. Okay, and this should trigger the node, but this isn't triggering now. So yeah, again, this is another bug to fix. Hi, dark sector. So yeah, we are triggering here with this index, and then we are triggering a MIDI node, and this MIDI node is scaled, and then it's triggering this instrument, which is made in MNodes, and then we have this autopan thing just to move the sound to the left and to the right, and then we have the reverb, OTT, and a small EQ to remove some resonances. And then finally we added this maximizer to get more volume in the end. Ficorax, hello. Poland is listening. Hi Mario, hello. And then, well, what I added here is this image. This is just to the background, just to get this the thing a bit fancy. Yeah, and yeah, the thing is repeated here. And one thing more that we are doing here is using this one to trigger, to use this CV wiring, and then this CV wiring is sending a trigger with two different nodes. We can see this in a moment in detail, and then with this one we are just selecting a different root node, so each time that this one is triggering is changing the root node of the all scales. So this creates this kind of it's not kind of, it's this variations of scale, so it makes the things more different and like evolve. Surlocker1, hello from Michigan. Hello Surlocker1. Hey Frioventus, hey yeah. It reminds me a bit of Bespoke. Has anyone else used that? I didn't try Bespoke. I installed one time, but I'm not familiar with Bespoke, honestly. But I think Bespoke is more a standalone. It's not a beastie. This is a plugin builder or a plugin library. It's a library of plugins actually inside one plugin. Yeah, there are so many, but we will add more. And then, yeah, this new Pendulum node can be customized, so you can change how it looks. So as I said, I'm going to upload this full project like that in the hub, so you can use it in your videos, music, or where you want, or investigate or copy and use it in your patches. So yeah, just yeah, I'm going to load this later, not now. So yeah, we have the new version 0.9.94. It's available right now. If you have MNodes, it's free. If you don't have MNodes, you need a license of MNodes. That is here. No, not here. Here, sorry. Here. If you want MNodes, there is MNodes Probably I will. I made some changes here, but I will do more changes here. But yeah, that's the price, 79 euros. No subscriptions. I'm going to paste this. And then yeah, there is a hub where you can see the instruments made by the community, and some of them are made by me, and some bundles. And this is a this is a tutorial which is 16 lessons ready to use inside the MNodes and see how the things work from the basics, very basics, or experimenting with other tools, instruments, effects, and some experimentation things. And yeah, this project, it will be uploaded in the MNodes, so it will be available for free. This Pendulum project, it will be available in a while. So yeah, in the last version we have something new, which is this now Pendulum, which is really cool for me. And then we can finally change the size of the front panel, so and everything is scaled inside the front panel is scaled, and then so you have a bigger monitor or a smaller monitor. You can adjust this by clicking here in the right corner and moving it. Son author AU, what's up? And then there are more fixes. Let's check some of them. Here, we have the new FM operator and PM operator nodes. We will see this in a moment. And we have the Resizable plugin in Perform, which is what I show it right now, which is that. And Granular has new new params, the new Pendulum node, new CB pass node, new mid-side decoder node to decoder a signal which is split in mid-side. New stereo image node. Yeah, we have this one. This also interesting one because it's quite hypnotic. Stereo image. So you can see what happens with the stereo image like that. Let's add this to the front panel. But then, of course, this can be, randomized. I mean, you can change how it looks, and use it here, for example, like that. And maybe we can use it here, like for the background. And let's hide the rest of the things. Oh, this one should be removed. We can't. No problem. We can add this here and then move this to the end. Oh yeah, of course. This goes here. And we have this. Don't remember the name of that shapes. Lisa Hue or something like that. But we can see the stereo and also if we are in phase or not. That's a new node. What else? What we have new? Oh I added something useful, because since we have more presets, it's nice to have. I did some fixes here. For example, Right now in the library we have this recent section with the latest presets loaded. So yeah, sometimes if you open a preset and you don't want to, or you don't remember which was the name, so you can go here and find the recent presets. There are 20 in total here in this list. But also we can collapse these sections just to have everything cleaner and easy to read and easy to find or navigate. So yeah, this is new also. I think it's an improvement of the library. Friaventus says, wow, looks like a ton of presets got loaded. I've been super busy lately, so I haven't had a chance to try them out, but I'll check them out ASAP. No problem, Frio. Take your time or not, it's okay. Hi then Lembro, any chance you'll make generative VFX modules that will go hard in MNodes? There is a point here. This is something that I have in mind. I would like to use some kind of GPU technologies or even web technologies to use it inside MNodes. It's not easy to add this in this architecture because there are things that collide with the current engine and visual engine that I'm using, but more or less probably I will find how to do it, and I will experiment and find how to add more visual interesting things, maybe 3D things or maybe shaders. Actually I like shaders, something that use the GPU to get beautiful UIs and animations. Change it, yeah, this is change it, improvements. Yeah, vocoder stereo, gained something. Buenas tardes y saludos. ¿Qué vemos, Mario? Se ven inspirados esos péndulos. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias, Filmac. Yeah, more improvements here. Vocoder, there is an stereo vocoder. And fixes, some more fixes. Still a lot, not a lot, but I have a long list to things that I want to add, but I believe that we are in, we are, this is nice. I have to say, as always, that thanks for all the community, because the feedback is really helpful. I'm having questions, there are people helping other people. And also, yeah, people investigating and finding bugs, and yeah, and this is really helpful here in the Discord. Also, I'm thinking to add, to create a forum, because also I'm receiving emails for people that doesn't want to be here in the Discord. This is totally fine. But I'm thinking to open, to create a forum. I mean, and then get all the questions and all the patches and all the things there in the forum, because it's easier. Since if anyone here is a kind of it's just one thread with all the things. It's can be kind of a mess. The music is fantastic, but it does look like there is a lot to learn here. Well, yeah, but as I said, this project, it will be uploaded to the hub. So if you want to use this project in your music or for you can use it or enjoy the project without touching the graph. But if you want to investigate, you can come here and investigate how it's made. And yeah, again, if you have questions, you can come here and we will try actually to help you. But yeah, this will be available for free. You just need MNodes to open, and it will be available here in the hub in a while or later. Yes. So yeah, this FM operator and PM operator, yes, there are more of things that, a lot of things that are requests from the community, others not, because also I know that there are bugs, or when I'm working I found bugs, but yeah, a lot of them are from the community. It's really amazing, and I'm really thankful. I just say thanks for the feedback and for the inputs on the bugs. Hi all, Mr. The Star. Hey Peter. Hello Peter. Yes, not much. Yeah, this new patch with Pendulum, which it will be uploaded later in the hub, and so you can access and download for free, and yeah, investigate and make things if you want, or use these instruments for you. So maybe you want, we can I can make a small tutorial on how it works, the Pendulum, and you can see something from scratch and how it works. Okay, so maybe we can get silence, or maybe we can have this in the background. And yeah, let's start a new instrument. When you open a new instrument, you have this in an instrument which is yeah, this is a small. Yeah, I'm going to remove that. So yeah, when you open a new instrument, when you open a new instrument, what you have is this home. But yeah, you can choose you want to go to perform mode, or if you want to go to create. I'm going to create because we want to create something new. Then what you have is that, which is a super small synthesizer, a polyphonic synthesizer, and then what we can do here is let's going to remove just all zero. There are 0 here, and I'm going to load a Pendulum. We can come here to the left. In this section we have the nodes, or we can right click here in the graph and just search for the Pendulum. Let's click here, Pendulum, and here we have Pendulum. Or if you want, you prefer, you can go here and Pendulum. And here we have the Pendulum. Oh yeah, can someone link the Discord? I'm having trouble finding it. Yeah, of course. The Discord, I can here. I can copy this and paste this here. Yeah, you can join if you are welcome. Yeah, so here we have the Pendulum node, which is the new Pendulum node. Okay. As always, if you have questions, you can. If you are lost or want more information about this node, you can click here in the header, click help, and here you have more information. Okay, and other things related. Then, so this Pendulum node, what it does is it's Pendulum, yeah, and we have here the body and the parameters of the Pendulum. If we want to add triggers or nodes or just triggers, we need going to make this bigger, to click here. And when we click here, yes, we're adding a point with a number. And we can add more points and more points and more points and more points. And also you can move the points. So each time that this pendulum collide with one of these dots, it triggers an event, okay? But also, as you see that there's an index for each dot. So if you want to remove one of them, you just have to double click to one of the nodes, okay? Yeah, and then also, of course, we have the stop here, the play, the reset, and we have the speed. So this is how runs. With this can go. Wait, I'm going to make this bigger. Yeah. Yes. Okay. This can go. The rate with the free, it's in Hertz, so you can go up to 20 Hertz or from 0.01. Okay. But also if you choose sync, what we have here is based on the in this case is internal BPM, but if you want to sync the rotation with the host, you can do it with host. Okay, so if I play here, yes, I have a rotation that's for example here it's 1 bar. Okay, I should check this better, but this is the idea. And then yeah, you have this start phase, so where you want to start. The division is the speed, and right now we are gonna use this free thing, this free mode, and use the rate and the motion to do if we want a pendulum or we want a linear. Just a pendulum is like a sine. That means that, for example, yeah, well, this is not exactly the thing, but yeah, this is linear. So when it's linear, it goes here and goes back with no time, linear. And then with pendulum, it's here, it goes slower, and goes back and faster, slower. You see the pendulum movement and the inertia, which I think I have to improve that, because the inertia is in the end, when you press a stop, it stops, but it goes to the start phase. In this case, for example, if this is the start phase, let's put 0.5, or maybe, yeah, like 0.75. So if you press play and you press stop, it goes to here. But I think this should be slightly improved, but that's the idea. Then the thing is how I do things with that. Okay, we press play, rounds. What we have here? We have here these 3 dots. Inputs are in the left and outputs are in the right. And then what we have here, as I said, there is a point with a number 0. If I add another point, there is 1. And we can use CV scope just to see what is happening here. With the index, we can see that 1, 0, 0, 1. If I add another dot, 0, 1, 2. So these are giving me a value, the index. The value is the value of the triggered point. but also we have another output, which is trigger, that triggers, you can see the point. So now we have the index, and when it's triggered, this index. So what we need to know is with point is triggered with the index. If we know that we can assign a node to a point and to a collision for each point. So let me see. Let's learn with the pro. Hey, thank you, SciModulator. So in theory, we can use the index to trigger individual and envelope to open an individual FX drive. What? Yes, you can use this for all, actually. You can use this for any parameter that accepts CV, which is almost all parameters. Then let's just create this. Let's create a node. Let's trigger a node, okay, with this 0. What we need? We need a node which is step select. This is like an if. So if the step index is equal to 0, trigger this value. So we know that this is 0 index, right? So we are having the 0. But if we have another point, we have 1. 1 is not equal to 0. So if 1 is not equal to 0, you don't trigger anything, okay? But there is something extra here that we have to do, which is, right now, as I said, we have that. And then we need, for example, hey, parboiled rice, hello. Hey, Yao Wang Tang, hello. And the thing is that this triggers a value which is 60 when this is 0. CV scope is your friend here. And then it triggers 60. Why? Because 0 is equal to 60. But if 0 is not equal to 60, it triggers 0. It triggers nothing. Nothing in the value, in the 1. But yes, something in the 1. Nothing, yes. No. Yes, no. You see? 60, but if here I put 80, we have 80. Because if the index of the node is equal to index, triggers this value from here, from the value. What happens if I put here 1? 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0. Okay, because 2 is different to 1 and 0 is different to 1. Okay. There is something important with this node, which is this only triggers a node. Okay, the value is 80, but a trigger when it receives this value. Okay, you see that here is a trigger. Okay, here, maybe I did this super small, but yeah, this line is a trigger. When it's 0, it triggers and triggers. But there is something important here with the step select. A step select only triggers a value when it's new, this value. If you already have a 0, it will send the value, but it will not trigger a new trigger, okay? Because we need to change the value just in order to trigger, to use this. Okay, now triggers, it now doesn't trigger because we already have the 0, but we change to 1. And from 1 to 0, it triggers, but from 0 to 0, doesn't trigger. Okay, if you have questions, let me know. But this is maybe it's a way of work. Probably this can be different, but I think I was trying hard with that because this node has other applications. This step select is created just to use in steps and sequencers, but this is why it's important to know how it works. But this is really useful node. But then what we have, is when is 0 triggers 60. In this case, 60 is a C3 node in the MIDI wall, okay? But we need to trigger this 60 to something, but we say that if we have the 0 all the time, we just have one trigger. We can use this trigger from here and combine this value with this trigger. What we need, what we want right now to trigger a node, a MIDI node. We can use it for more things, but let's use it with a MIDI node, okay? If we want a MIDI node, we need a MIDI node trigger. This creates a MIDI node, okay? And this node has the note, the velocity, the length, and the channel MIDI. And then we can use this MIDI to trigger something. But we can use this to make other things. Let's see, for example, let's use this super simple thing. Okay, let's add this envelope. No, beta envelope or trigger envelope, like that. This trigger envelope is seek multiply, because we want to multiply both things, and then we can add an audio out because we need to know to heart, or maybe let's add beta again. Okay, just doing the things super simple to understand the basics. Then audio out. There's a question here. Well, the pendulum is not hitting a trigger index. Does it continuously send an index like -1? No, it triggers the last value that receive 1. In this case, 1, 0 is the last value. How many triggers can you use in the pendulum? Honestly, I think you can add so many, but there is no room for many, but you can add a lot of depending on the size of the but you can add double click to remove it. And let's back to this 0 just to understand the basics, and then we jump and add more nodes, more points, and see how it sounds. Okay. So we have the frequency, and we have this trigger, and then let's move this and this smaller, and then we can trigger here this. Oh yeah, of course we have to. Let's see, what's that? So what we have here is a sine, a regular sine wave. This is an oscillator, a trigger envelope, a simple envelope, which when you press here, it triggers this ramp, and then, oh, I can do it smaller. Let's wait. Yeah, and then we are multiplying both signals. And then here we have this. Each time it triggers, it receives a triggers, it triggers this oscillator. And so, yeah, we have this trigger here, and when I'm going to remove, yeah, what's this trigger? So this is an action. Do something. Trigger something. This triggers one thing when it founds. It collides. Okay, this is how it works. Of course, you can use that for drums, for example. You can add, for example, a noise, ping noise ping, and you can create and of course you can change the rate. So yeah, you can use it for to trigger things. Let's put this smaller, slower, and then let's add again this sign and see that. Okay. So this is the basic idea. It triggers and triggers this one, and then we use this trigger to trigger something. Okay, easy. Now, what happens when we need more triggers, but we need to assign different nodes for different points? This is where we have this step select. And this step select says when it's 0 index, it sends the index. I say this a few times, but yeah, it sends the index that found 2, 0, 1. Now is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 2, and send 0, 2. Okay, and what we want here is when this is 0, index 0, 0, index is 0, send value 60. If not is 0, the index, this value is 0. So we have 60, which is a node, and we need a node to frequency. This is a node. In the middle wall, a 60 is a C3. So we can, this node make the conversion to change this, convert this value, this node 60, to a frequency that it's equal to the 63 in the keyboard, in the frequency domain. Okay, now we have a 60 node. But if we want a different node, we can put here, for example, 17. Okay, so now we want to add another node. Yes. Here the things are a bit different. So we need add here another node. Okay, but right now this node is triggering 0 trash. We can add another step selected, duplicate, add here, say, okay, when it's 1 is 16, and probably, yeah, exactly. So now we have when is 0, triggers 17, when is 1, triggers 60. If we add a new one, we can connect that and say when it's index 2, trigger 75. And again, connect here. So here we are selecting the nodes and then converting to frequency and triggering with the frequency that we are sending from here. So sends the frequency and then triggers the node with the volume. So if we add another one, we can add 3, and then we can add another node. And yeah, here I did it wrong. So yeah, if we need more, we can add more of that. Repeat the process. So this is the basic thing to start using that pendulum node. But yeah, of course, we are using right now this raw signal, but this is the process, okay? But let's say that we want to use an external synthesizer and not this simple sine thing that we made here. Let's create something new. And now let's create MIDI nodes here from that. To create MIDI nodes, we need a node, which is named MIDI node trigger. And as I said, in a moment, we saw in a moment, we have this trigger. Each time that it receives a trigger, it triggers a node. Which node? Node 60 in this case, but if we use, as we say in a, sorry, there is a question. Is there a way to step automatically through the sequencer scale or some other set of nodes without having to identify each node in turn? Otherwise, there is a visual explosion. So is there a way to step automatically through the sequencer? Yeah, this is something that I have in mind. Probably I will add this. I think we have something like that, but yeah, I'm thinking to add something more direct, more abstracted, just to do the things easier than that. Yes, maybe a dynamic node that you can choose how many outputs do you want and how many nodes do you want in the sequence, and yeah, and do something more easier. Yeah, this is something that I have in mind. Yeah, but this is how it works today. Okay, doing like that. Do things like that. Then MIDI node trigger. Then we need the MIDI node trigger. Again, we say that we had index 0 sends 70, index 1 sends 60. So here the value of the node and then yeah, here we select, and then again we need the trigger to trigger a node. And yeah, right now we are creating here a MIDI node that we can use, for example, in the plugin host. We can connect this. Let's add again, just in case that that is too loud. And let's let's add, for example, pigments. And when you have these pigments here, yeah, let's choose this one, for example. And then you just need to connect this. Okay, let's choose another one. But is sending the same note, which is not okay. Okay. So right now we are sending notes from the pendulum to the pigments. Then here we can use this MIDI to, for example, create MIDI scale and get everything in key. And yeah, we can add more and more. Oh yeah, just to make the things easier, let's see with less notes. For example, let's say that we want to make the note smaller, shorter. Okay, so now what we can do is change these notes. How? We can do it randomly. Add called Richard. You could use a root sequencer with n inputs, each input with the int with the MIDI node you want on each index. Exactly. Yes, exactly. You can use that. But yeah, maybe I can do something. Yeah, this is another option, of course. Yeah, why not? Let's use it. Not sure if I didn't test a lot this node, but for now let's use that because this is what I was explaining for now, and then we can jump to something different. But yeah, then what we need is, oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do it like that. Plot sequencer. Index. Here we need. Sorry, yeah, there is a bug here. There is a bug. So this should be hybrid instead of CV. So sorry. Okay, so let's. I don't want to mess with that. Then we want different notes here. Let's add a random integer node. And let's select a random node when we click here or we generate here. Okay, a node that comes from 40, for example, to 75. And then, oh, there's something right here. When I press here, oops, sorry. Here we have a new node. Let's randomize these two. So question here, is there a way to duplicate a node with the wires still attached? Well, if you mean that you duplicating and still attached here, no, this is not possible, but if you want to duplicate a block of nodes, yes, it comes with the, it duplicates with the connections. So here we have the random, and now as I say that we can use the trigger to trigger any parameter. For example, we can trigger this generate node and generate a new node with another pendulum. Let's use this pendulum, for example, and we can use this 0. Maybe we can do this slower. So each time that does comes here, we have a new trigger that will choose new. And what if, for example, we change the color? So yeah, the color of that each time that we make the random. Like we can use the CV2data. Not sure if this is working fine in this version, but we will try. So, what we have here is... Oh, it's a 0? No, this one, it will not work. Yeah, sorry, this is something that also this node is fixed for the next version, in the new version that I'm working. But yeah. Then, what we can do is, if you like that, we can, for example, add the MIDI octave here and duplicate the MIDI. Well, maybe this is not the best preset. Well, let's stick with that. And let's see, maybe. And we can, yeah, duplicate that and create more things, more nodes, and also we can connect this here to randomize also too. We can add a core generator, but I don't know if this is polyphonic. Oops. Let's add a chord. Maybe we can don't use that. And just trigger a node here. Not sure if there is a node stuck it, but sounds great. Let's try with the MIDI panic to see. More things that we can do here. Let's try experimenting with something. There is something interesting here that we can use, which is a CV counter. That means that each time that it receives triggers, it goes one value above or one value down or up and down. So, for example, if we have here 0, 15, let's put something like 0 to 3. Each trigger sends a new node. Yeah, like that. CV scope 3, 0. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 0. Okay. Go from 0 to 3. 1. So let's say that we want to use these nodes here to trigger something here, and let's see what happens. Let's use this to, of course, addition. Let's put plus 60, and let's use a MIDI node trigger to choose a node and use this trigger to trigger a node. And if everything goes well, we will increase a new node each time that this triggers a node. Yes, it works. Why not put more nodes? For example, 8, because 0 counts. Can you hear? We can repeat the process. Sorry. And maybe yeah, an octave above. Or what? Let's try. Duplicate that and create different patterns with this crescendo. The noise comes from here. And remember, this one is triggering a random node that generates this second pendulum, and this third pendulum is increasing. Each trigger creates a new node, which is the next node. For example, here we are in 5, 6, 7, 0, 1. This counter just adds a new goes to the next node. Let's use down. Free Aventus, beautiful. Thank you so much, Peter. Yeah, thanks. I can share this patch with you in the hub in a moment, so you can use it. Well, we are using here the plugin host. If you don't if you don't have this one, you can't use it. But maybe we can replace this by other custom instruments. And then when this is, you are happy with that, if you want, of course you can go far and far with that, but create your UI. Here it is. Oops. And add this to here and add to the front panel. And you can expose more parameters here. And yes, of course you can modify the appearance of this one and do, yeah, or yeah, make it yours. Or you can hide this. And open. Maybe we can add more things here, like, why not, since we are with the pendulum, we can use this one, and I think we need to see more. The trigger to choose different nodes, so to change the scale, sorry, okay? So here we have these scales for the MIDI, and these scales are the filter of the nodes finally, before go to the plugin host. So yeah, we can use a couple of nodes, like we can use the step select, and again 0, send 0 with C here, because we want to choose here 0, and then for example 1 to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. C and F, we want to select the index of the root node to change. 0, let's choose the second index, which is 1, and we set 7, I think. And then yeah, of course we can use SIG wire CV wire, just to don't have so many wires around. And the value. And well, we can use another node here. We can use sample and hold, I believe. Yes, this is another option. And then when this is triggered here, we have, yeah, CV scope. What this node does is take a number, this number in the value, and when it receives the trigger, it triggers the last thing that it has here. This case now is 7, excuse me, and now is 0. So we can put this here, and then this CV wire, we need a CV wire out, because with these nodes we send by this port, in this port 1, we send to this port. This is like the same of having a cable here, but here we have a small latency of 1 block of samples. But yeah, the idea is that it's the same as having a cable, okay? And we can go here and use this here, and put this here, put this here, just to change the root nodes, okay? Okay, can you hear the difference? Maybe we can use a different node. That call it Richard, what happens if there are more than one CV wire in nodes using the same wire number? Does it sum the input signals internally? Yes. This is how it works in general. If you add two CVs in one place, it are added. Together, yes. Sounds like a horror movie or something. Oh yeah. But I believe I prefer with just one node in this case. How about using a probability node to randomly skip some triggers? That's actually a nice idea. I never use this node, but yes, this is... For example, we can use it here. Yeah, this is for the wall. Is it possible to pass a MIDI trigger into a pendulum to create a new trigger in runtime? Can you pass a MIDI trigger into the pendulum to create a new trigger? From MIDI, you mean? Can you pass a MIDI trigger into the pendulum to create a new trigger in runtime? So if the question is if we can add points like in runtime, no, this is not possible. But let's add another possibility, probability here. This actually, I like the idea. Sorry, I did something. Yes, this goes here. Oh, what happened here? Ah, yeah, this is because this needs to be like that. Yes, correct. In other words, can I play C3 in MIDI and the pendulum will add it at that point? Could be handy for live playing into the pendulum. For now, you just can add these triggers, these points with the mouse, just clicking. But maybe you can assign from the keyboard this which note is playing this point, for example. Yeah, this can be added. Yes, just mapping the MIDI input. Also, yeah, with this. Something interesting is that maybe we can add also auto pan or something. We can use the panner and get something more stereo stereo movement, like with an LFO, for example. And we can use this. It's too quick. Frequency. I think it's still too quick, but from -1 to 1, and here. If you could get the position of the pendulum, that could be great to use for the panning. You can do it. You can get it. Actually, there is this phase. With the phase CB scope. Yeah, with the phases, in general, all the sequencers run with this type of thing. It's like a phase is something that goes from 0 to 1, okay? Here is 0, and when it completes a complete phase or cycle, goes back to the same position, this is a cycle, and this is a phase from 0 to 1 and 0 again. So yeah, but this is this type of things. When you see the phase thing, you will see that everything is based on this type of ramps. Let's see if I can make this like, yeah, this is super slow, but yeah, this is the phase. So for example, if we use transport, you will see that there is also the bar phase, which is the time that comes from 0 to 1, from one bar to the beginning until the end of the bar, and then again this is a ramp. You will see that also there is this type of phase in audio player. This is a concept that I use a lot here in phasing. With that you can control with this ramp from 0, start, 1 is the end, the final of the sound. So you can synchronize the things with this phase. Also here there is a phase here in the input. Let me know, do you want to get this patch? If you want, I can upload it. The thing is that here we are using pigments, and if you don't have pigments, you can't use it. Maybe if you like, I can do example. We can do it in perform mode, and let me know please in the chat if you want this patch, or maybe if you want I can use some custom instruments and you can use it in without having pigments. Then do you want without pigments, I suppose, right? Again, if you don't have pigments, you will not have the same sound, but we can create something new, an instrument, and use just stock notes. Okay, yeah, it's better, I think. Vital is free. That's a really nice idea. I think I have Vital. Yeah, I paid for Vital long time ago. I think not many people pays for Vital, but I paid for Vital long time ago because it comes with many presets. I didn't touch for years, maybe. Yeah, I pay too, say, per boil rice. There's a new version of Resizable. Didn't touch it for years. I think there is something weird with the MIDI octave, maybe. But you pay for extra wavetables in Vital? Yes, I don't remember. I pay, I think, because also there was a thing that you can put, you can write words and Vital say these words or something like that. Many years ago I did it, so I don't remember exactly why, but yeah, I pay, I think, $80 or something. Okay, so let's use Vital. If you want Vital, you can download for free. one thing interesting, if you have to upload a project in the hub, when you save the project, is better that, for example, in this case, I saved this one, okay, which is Pendulum example. This is the project that just saved it. Oh, by the way, the thumbnails are generated automatically right now. So be sure that, well, you can do it like here. When it's saved, you can come here, edit preset info, and choose here open mode perform, in case you want that when you open the project it opens like that, okay, not like that, because maybe you prefer to just show that to the final user, and when the user opens the project shows that, okay. So this is when the project is saved, or maybe you can do it here in the preset, or when you save it asks you here open mode. You can choose perform or edit mode, okay. So here we have this perform mode, this Pendulum example. I'm going to save, okay, it's saved, but since it's saved with this option, it will open when I open the project like this, okay. And now what we're gonna do is, I can upload the project like that directly, so I don't need here to collect all and export, but I will share the other project, like collect and export. This one is just find the project, right click, show in the Finder or in Explorer, and here there is this project. It will show with a different icon probably, because this is, in the end, this is a text file with all the state, and here you have the thumbnail, which is kind of small. But yeah, select this, show in Finder or Explorer, and then you just need to come here to Mario Nieto world, go to the hub. You must be logged, and then go to submit in Mario Hub, submit, and you can just drop this. You can drop this here. Add some example. I'm not gonna write anything. You can load the thumbnail here, which is a bit of small, but you can take another thumbnail if you prefer something. For example, I can make something like that and save. PenX. I save this image in my desktop. Okay, here, and then we can use this image here. Yeah, better. And select the type instrument, ambient, example, Beetle, version 1, accept and publish. And when it's done, you can go to the hub, and here it is, the project just for you. You can download and rate. You can rate it, yes, submit, and here there is And then here is the project in the hub, in the web, but since this hub on the web is linked to this preset panel, you will have the Pendulum example here. So you don't need to go to the page. You just go here, and here it is. Okay, the Pendulum, and you can get, download, rate, and when it's downloaded, you will have here the Pendulum project and use it. But remember, you need Beetle for that. I can upload another project that I created with the Pendulum. Okay, and I can upload. Okay, just a moment of silence. This is another project. In case the other one it doesn't work, you can try with that. This is Pendulum, the first project that I did for as an example. More complex, but there is just custom instruments created here, so you don't need Beta to run this project. But in this case, since I added this image in the background, which is generated with ChatGPT, this image, this is just a background. So in this case, I think this is in perform mode, important. And then file and collect and export, and here you can collect and export. I'm gonna save this on the desktop. When it's ready, it gets revealed. It will show this zip file with all the things that we need. It is here. And again, you can upload this on the hub, just in case the Vital, the other one, it doesn't work. Go to the Marionetto Wall hub and submit. Drag this, drop this, Pendulum, ambient, Pendulum, and instrument version 1, not 13, 1, and uploading. I didn't add an image, so I didn't add an image for that. I forget it. I think if I re-upload the project, I get it removed the old one. Ambient 1.10. I think it's with that. And let's see. This is a test. I think it gets removed. This is at least how I did it, but I'm not 100% sure. It takes time, which is a good yes. And if we go to the hub, if it's here it is. Yes, it gets replaced. Yes, I did it. Okay. So yeah, you can access and say something here in the review. Let's put some comments here and in the other projects. By the way, there is a project here from DC Song Groove that I didn't try it. By Denny Royloffs. Sorry for my pronunciation. It was replaced if name and tags are identical. I'm not 100%. I don't remember exactly how I did it, but yes, it's. I think if you put the same name of a project, it gets replaced. At least this is how it works when you. Yeah, this is how it works, I believe. But so yeah, and then yeah, again this is already here available in the hub. It has to be refreshed. Here it is. Oh, I had to with the same name. Okay, I have to review that. So thanks for the info. Yeah, so here we have these both options, and you can experiment. And if you have questions, you know, here, yes, here, issues, bugs, questions. So, any question about MNodes? I think we are really close to the 1.0 version. Yeah, something that also I want to show here that I'm working. Well, I'm working on different things and different patches for you guys. Like this sampler station. I'm creating a sampler, a complete sampler here in MNodes. So just for guys that want to create their own sound libraries and use a custom sampler here. I'm working on that. This will be released when it's ready, but right now it is not ready. Peter has a nice question, and how will make a father touched by myself by exponential in the handling? See, I know I can use curve to create the effect going outward, but how would I make the father itself behave like that? Yeah, this is an excellent question. Right now, the thing with the sliders is that I think I have to add this option, because of course you have the curve, yes, and with the curve you can make it exponential. Also there is a gain to linear to dB, or dB to linear, to convert the slider in a dB thing, which is exponential. And yeah, I think we need to add this kind of distribution. I think the name is skewy. At least this is how it is writing code, skewy option. And then you can add formulas and things to get different distribution of the value when you move the slider. Yes, I think this is something that I have to add, definitely. Mover, I made it. Nice. But yeah, this is also an update. Is there a way to move the sliders in steps? Yes, there is a way, and there is something that when you select a slider or a knob, when you double click on the header or show or hide the inspector, okay, and this inspector shows the properties of the node, okay. Here, for example, in a slider you have the main option, and in the main option you can see that here you have these options. These options are the current value, the mean value, the max value. Yeah, I think your question is different, but I'm going to explain this because probably it's interesting for other guys. And the default value and the increment value. So for example, if you want to count until 10, you have to put here this to min 0, max to 10, default to 0, for example, but you want other numbers, okay. And the increment is each time that you move, how steps it moves. Sometimes you will see that this doesn't exactly it's exactly the same when you move, that moves exactly the same, but this is because the pixels and the movement of the mouse, it also determines this type of what was the name? This type of how it works, okay? But if you put 1 here, you have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 integers. In this case, you are going from steps. But probably you are telling more like making something like a button. Let's use D7 because it's easier. Maybe going down or going up. I suppose that you mentioned that, like. But right now this is possible in theory, yeah, because you have this set. This set is, you can close, not from here, but I have to think about that. Probably add something just for that, just to increment or decrement the volume. Nice. Thank you. This is what I need to finish my idea. Aside from smooth glide from the pitch shift. Yeah, the smooth glide. I'm working on that. I don't know if it's due on the Discord, but I've been working on the pitch shift node, not in the version, in the new version, and I have the pitch shift that is more. So with no clicks, actually, you can move the semitones of the pitch shift and not have any click. Everything is smooth. but also you have this the same. So what's the name? Let me. Behavior. That's the word. Sorry. Yeah, to get this behavior, but you can jump. Thanks, Mario. Tengo que irme. Stefano Ian Project. Thank you, guy. Thanks, Stefano. Have a nice day. Thank you so much, Mario Hayden. You are welcome. But yeah, this is the sampler that I'm working. And yeah, this is I want to create a complete sampler here for MNodes. So and then here you can load your samples. Like I suppose, not sure if it will work from here. Oh yes. So here you have your sampler, and then you can create your sampler and add your custom images here, like that, and yeah, and put a lot of samples here, and but yeah, I want to add FXR, everything here. So you can create your custom libraries. But yeah, this is in process. I have the basic made, but now I want to create each page, going here, adding the things, also map all the things here. But yes, this will be also be available for free if you have MNodes, and then you can use it to share your libraries. And maybe I have something more here, but some experiments. I think I have Aurora. Yes. Like, this is another thing that no, Aurora, no, Boreals. Yes, I'm working also in this bad boy. Yeah, this is a generator, like a generative music, just to show how you can build a UI. Yes, just an example. So let's see. Yeah, but it's not too complicated, this project. But here it looks beautiful, I believe. Simple but beautiful. We can hear actually how it sounds. Hey, Simulator. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. You and your daughter. Yeah, but this one I will be it will be on the hub soon, I suppose. It's not simple, but I think it's beautiful, and it's nice to have things on the hub, right? So yeah, that's all for today. Remember that this is available on the hub, so you can download this project and use it in your music and or in your videos or in the social media or in any place that you want to use it. I hope you enjoy. I hope you learned something today, and for questions or anything, you can join to the Discord and have a wonderful day or night. Thanks guys, bye bye.